Everything is new again, walking with a permagrin, head so high. I'm back with you and all is right. Shaking on the apple tree, ticking off the honeybees, watch them fly. It's just like we never said goodbye.
Skelly's out here. Skelly's wanna mess with me. You wanna mess with me? You wanna mess with me? No, I didn't think so. Aha! You do! Get some now! Trouble. Got him. Oh, oh, hi. Yes. Oh, oh no. Baby zombie. Baby zombie. Baby zombie, go away. Go away. Enderman. Enderman, he's angry. So. Jesus loud. So, hello ladies and gentlemen. It's NihonTiger back here on NeoCraft. And today, we have had a visitor who has made some changes to our station. Not that. That's my own doing. But Fuchs has been by, and he kind of was coming through to do some laying of rail. So he laid out the second rail all the way down, and he realigned my station a little bit. Added some things in, added some changes, which I'm not necessarily, 100% certain they're going to stay. I'm considering different things, thinking about how I want this to look. But he's got this clay back here, stained clay, and he actually originally had it with these stone pillars, which aren't bad, but I thought I could do it a little bit better, so I turned them into wooden pillars to match the wood that we have here. And this whole episode actually is coming off the heels of another episode that I recorded. And I didn't like how it turned out, so I decided to scrap it and start over. Because it was very boring. It was a very boring episode. All I did was kind of do this the entire time. Been like, oh, I'm digging. I didn't really have anything I was talking about. Dang it. And I also built a station entrance outside. Just a very rough sketch of one. I guess you could say. Just something to mark the area that I was going to build in. And it's still a work in progress. I haven't finished it yet. But I didn't feel happy putting that episode out into YouTube's. Because it just... Oh. I'm a derp. I didn't feel happy putting that episode out because I felt like it wasn't really entertaining enough to get people to watch. So I thought instead we would do a little bit of cleanup work here. And maybe go do something else. I'm not sure what. But I've been working on the station all the live long day. Just I've been working on the station just to pass the time away. Now I'm just parroting. I've been working on the railroad. Oh, a new person has arrived. Who is Azuko? Welcome. I wonder if they're going to do the thing where they disappear. This happens a lot. Sometimes people will log on. Oh, okay, no. We actually had a response. Hooray, it's a human being. But yeah, here's just the path that I was walking down earlier. And this is the kind of the station entrance I came up with. Oh, it's Fuchs Bro. Okay, cool. We were just talking about Fuchs and how he came through my station and made some changes that I'm kind of slightly tuning and maybe in some cases reverting. Mix-ups. But you can kind of see how this is looking. I've got the same kind of style that I used before. And I've got just the birch down here. I need to build airports. This must be a reference that I missed somewhere. So there we go. We'll just kind of patch this up for now. Oh, I wanted this to be one lower. Drat. Well, I guess we're tearing this all out. So, while we do that, I figured I could probably try and find a topic to talk about. Not a whole lot's been going on in my life lately. I just went to the dentist and everything's going alright with that, but that's boring and I don't really talk about the dentist. Oh, I'm in a red zone. I think he meant to say redstone. Red zone's a football thing. Nope. Unfortunately, I can't. I would whitelist them, but I don't have the admin powers to do that. Nobody's on to do that right now. So maybe we can try and finish this up real quick. So actually, I'll show you some of the changes he made down here, which I really liked, and I was kind of thinking about changing it. So he made these stone pillars down here too. I like this. I like the gaps here, and there's the second rail. It's going to go out that way. Now I put some stone fence here in between just to kind of give it a nice little bit of a different look to it, and I think it looks really nice. I think it's a nice texture to add to it. And here I'm going to have to possibly change all these out too, and then extend this out this way. Now over here, this might be something we work on today. This here is going to be something cool when I'm done with it, and I actually talked about what it was going to be in the episode that I tossed. I mentioned specifically what I was going to build there, but for you, the viewer, I am not going to talk about it right now. I'm going to sit here and make you wait until I feel like I want to talk about what I'm putting in there. But I will say this is a train station, so think about that a little bit first. When you think about what could go in at a train station, be a building, something that would have to make sense, would have to be thematic, right? Right. So let's just stew on that for a little bit. I'll probably talk about it shortly. I'm sure you get me to talk about it because I'll get bored talking about whatever else is on my mind, which isn't a whole lot. It's been interesting. A couple of weeks. For those of you that didn't know, I took part in a charity live stream event that my friend Tom, aka Jelly Tom, was leading up, and it was a stream to help raise awareness for cystic fibrosis and research, and we raised about 600 British pounds, which the rough conversion of that, it's about 1.5 to 2 pounds for every British dollar. So it's about $1,100 that we raised, which is a fair amount. It's a fairly decent amount of money. Makes me feel good about myself too. I must say, it's always nice to do something for charity, and it also got me back into streaming, and that's something maybe I can discuss for a little bit here, because I do stream. I do have a stream channel. That Twitch link I put down at the bottom of all my videos is not just for show. It's not to say, oh, I have a Twitch channel and I never stream on it. I'm starting to actually stream a little bit more again, and in particular, I'm mostly... Yeah, we should get another mod. I would volunteer myself. But I don't know if I want to get I don't know if I want to use my position as the videographer on the server for that. Thorn's gonna nominate himself. Okay, there you go. Thorn is nominated himself, so I don't have to worry about nominating myself. Apparently, Thorn's got it all taken care of. That's awesome. Okay, but in reality, back to actually talking about things. Yeah, Fuchs would be good. I think he'd be pretty good. But back to what I was thinking about, which was the streaming stuff. Streaming is something that I've had problems with in the past because my internet connection was so bad that it didn't want to let me stream very much, or at least with any sort of connection that would be viable to stream on. So most of the stuff that was, most of the times I was streaming. I spent entirely too much time up in his room. Minecraft. But this is one of the things that I've wanted to do for a while, because I watch a lot of streams. And it's interesting to talk. It's interesting. Maybe we can transition to talking about this, which is streaming versus YouTube, and the pros, the cons, the differences between the two. I would say that streaming is fun. It's very fun. You get a lot of instant interaction, I guess you could say. Yep, only when he has. Oh, the tone's on. Hey. Heyo. I meant to type a, one of those slashes. Be like, hi, waving. But no, it didn't work. I gotta welcome back. Thanks. So, yeah, streaming is an entirely different beast than just doing a Let's Play, because when you stream, it's a lot not unlike making YouTube videos. There's a little bit that's like making YouTube videos. And the part that is like making a YouTube video is you have to be pretty good at talking and keeping people entertained and, understanding what people want to see and connecting with them just as you would connect with them through a video. But I think the big difference, at least for me, the big difference between you spoke, you summoned him. What witchery is this? Yeah, I love screwing around like that. But in all seriousness, streaming it's different, and it's actually, I think, a little bit harder, a little bit tougher to do, because you're responding in real time to people. You're having to, for example, if someone says, hey, someone else is doing this, could you, do a headstand too? So sometimes you have to deal with that, other thing that everyone likes to not have to deal with, the backseat gaming. Except you're dealing with backseat gaming in real time. You have people who want you to, do things. Go over here, do this, do that, say this, say that, say my name. Can I get a shout out? I'm rating this channel for promotional purposes, which you shouldn't do, by the way. That's bad, and in most places it will get you a terms of service violation, which means you get banned. So don't do that. Don't ever be like advertising your channel in other people's streams. That's really bad. But I think that's the big difference for me with streaming versus regular old Let's Playing. It's that live element. So you do have that live feedback, but consequently at the same time, not only do you have live feedback, which is a good thing sometimes, you have the live feedback that you have to deal with right away. And a lot of times people will kind of sometimes be rude. Oh no, I think we've made a terrible mistake. I think that's it. It was a terrible mistake. I don't remember what the Arrested Development reference is off the top of my head. I wish I remembered that. It'd be helpful. Oh, do I have to cook up some more cobble? Blah. There we go. So, yeah. With streaming, one thing I enjoy is I do enjoy the instantaneous kind of interaction between streamer and audience. It's always very fun. Well, at least it usually is very fun for the most part. Now, I kind of want to think maybe I want to put some windows in here. I can do that. I can afford to do that. I have the iron bars. Be able to do that. But yeah, this is going to be up here. I'm not going to be coming up here anymore. Once I get that done, that's just going to be blocked off forever. How's that look? Yeah, that's good. Actually, it's one block too high. I wanna, if I do this, I wanna lower it by one block because it should be right here. And then I wanna take out this one right here because it's right against where the top is. So let's do that. We'll just do that. We'll just leave it like that. Boop. Boop. And boop. Boop. And one more. Boop. Boop. It goes there. Comes in. But yeah, you get that instantaneous interaction, which, depending on what kind of interaction you get, can be a good thing or a bad thing. You can definitely get the bad kind of interaction where, you know, it is people being a backseat gamer, or as my friend Captain Q would call it, being a fancy pants. You can definitely have a lot of fancy pantsism in streams, especially the bigger ones, because everybody who's subbed to you at one time or another thinks they know the thing to do, and you don't know what to do. So they'll try and tell you, hey, you need to go over here, go down here, and spoilers, here's where, you know, the magical orb that is game-changing is. It's right over here, and you just need to go up here. Go up here, Nihon, go up here. You know, or don't do that. No, don't build dexterity, build strength. You need to build strength all the time. And really, the problem with that is that it becomes kind of, hi, what are you doing there? It becomes kind of an issue where people are almost trying to take over your stream, and you don't want that. You definitely don't want that. So you have to kind of be able to balance out being able to be streaming and entertaining versus, you know, having to lay down the law and say, okay guys, I know you want me to do X, but I'm playing this game the way I want to play it. And some of you might not like that, but it's got to be that way because it's what I want to do. And that's ultimately one of the things to keep in mind when you're streaming is, you know, if you're an audience member, if you're watching someone stream, is it is their stream, even more so than, you know, you're watching a video. You know, if you make a YouTube comment saying you need to do X, you need to do this and that, everyone else can kind of ignore it, but a lot of times when people are streaming and you're making those comments, you are actually actively interfering in other people's enjoyment of said stream, and that's not good. That's never a good thing. You never want to be one of those people, because that's a good way to get yourself uninvited from streams. And mostly by uninvited, I mean banned. A lot of streamers tend to be more strict on things than I tend to be. I try to give people lots of chances to, behave. Occasionally, sometimes there'll just come a situation where, it's just, okay, that's just a one strike kind of deal. You're gone. It doesn't matter what you say to me. Hurt his feelings all the time. No biggie. This could be fun. But, yeah, it's definitely a situation where you have to kind of keep things in mind when you're watching a stream. It's like attending a concert almost. You wouldn't sit there at a, like for example, I'll just give a good example. You wouldn't sit there at a Leonard Skinner concert and for 90 minutes scream Freebird over and over and over again, would you? Because if you would, you're kind of a jerk or a dick. Either one is fine. But in either case, you're kind of ruining the show for everybody. And usually, if you're doing it like that, they'll probably kick you out of the venue. So, I mean, here we go. I mean, it's probably not even worth it to sit there and... How the hell did you get down there? It's not even worth it to, Damn it. Go away. Stupid things. It's probably not even worth it to try and, hijack a stream or hijack a concert, because for the most part, it's not going to work. You're just going to end up sitting on the outside while everyone else is having fun on the inside. And I think that's probably the toughest part of streaming. And likewise of moderating for streams, which I also do. I mod for other people's streams. The toughest thing is dealing with the... Oh, damn it. Stupid friggin' zombies all over the place. Getting all my stuff all ruined. We'll make some more pants. That's no fun. But, let's take the leather ones for now. Temporary pants. But yeah, like I mentioned, the hard part is just dealing with crowd control and dealing with people who are trying to be bossy and be like, hey, I want you to do my thing. Please do this. Please do that. Or, people get really selfish and say, if you don't do this, I'm going to DDoS you. And people do that sometimes. There are people who are jerks enough that they DDoS other people. I know Tib used to have a big problem with people DDoSing him for some reason. I don't know why they would pick on him. Guy who has, maybe like 20 people watching. Maybe that's what made it so easy for people to want to DDoS him. It's just, it's easier to pick on a smaller channel than it is to pick on a big channel. Yeah, it looks nice. Looks nice. I kind of like how that came out. Oh, some cobble up there I'm gonna grab before it respawns. Oh, have a visitor. Is he red in the rails? Oh, I'm gonna go save him. I'm gonna go save him. Oh my goodness, that's a witch car on fire. He ran all the way out here? Here. Oh. Here you go. Give you some bread. Oh. Hello. Hello. Oh. Oh yeah. That's right. Dang. I have to leave till my list said, aw. Oh, catch y'all later. Oh! Whoops, I'm gonna grab Katzegard's stuff. Ah, poor guy. Here, let me get a chest for him. My chest plate blew up now. I'm gonna get him a chest plate. I'm gonna get him some gear. Hold on 1 second. Here's some supplies for your trip. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Nope. Don't want that to be private. Here, I'll give you some bread. There we go. Oh, that's a shovel. There we go. Alright, so hopefully when Katzegard comes back on, that stuff will be right in front of him, because he was up here on the rail. But yeah, we've got this mostly done, I think. But yeah, streaming is fun. Streaming is fun, especially because at least on Twitch you have a little more freedom to play games that you want to play. I don't know how long that's going to last. I don't know how long the good times are going to last with that, because I imagine at some point the same people that came after, you know, Let's Plays on Twitch, or you know, companies that don't allow full monetization of their videos are going to find out that, you know, people are doing this Twitch stuff, and they're going to be like, oh, we can't allow that, we must ban it forever. And we'll start probably sending out, you know, cease and desist letters to streamers and Twitch will probably buckle and say, okay, you guys win, we will not stream, you know, such and such. But there will always be stuff that you can't stream. I mean, for example, League of Legends will probably always be streamed on there because Riot's very, very pro, you know, letting people make videos of their stuff and whatnot. Not everybody's like that, but I imagine at some point we'll start to see some changes on the Twitch front, just like we'll see on just like we saw at least on the YouTube front. But that's probably stuff we'll worry about in the future. It's all things you don't have to worry about right now if you're a streamer like me. So we can kind of have a little bit of freedom to do things and have fun and enjoy doing stuff. I usually stick to games that I already enjoy playing when I stream, though, just because it's a little bit easier to have fun doing those. But I am trying to work on getting a stream schedule set up, kind of get an idea of when I'm going to stream, what days I might do it on frequently. I know I asked a poll, and I got back the results being, I think, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday were the days. It was Wednesday, Friday, Saturday were the ones that were really popular, and Sunday was not. So I wouldn't be shocked if I do end up doing like a Wednesday, Friday, or Wednesday, Saturday schedule for streaming to start with, and then I can obviously change things from there, with the occasional Sunday thrown in too. Now, I did promise one more thing before I go, and if I can find some wood to chop down, it might be good. I did actually know I wasn't even sure if I was going to use wood for this, but why don't I dig out a little bit more? You guys will get an idea of perhaps what I'm going to build here. So, dig out down here. This will be a little bit of lag, but this will be a below ground project. So, this little thingy right here, this whole kind of notch, no pun intended, get it, notch, Minecraft, but no pun intended, this little notch in the station is actually going to be a business that I set up next to the train station, and it probably won't actually sell anything of use. It'll just be kind of small, ornamental, something I do for fun. But it's going to be a coffee shop that I build in the train station. You're probably wondering, well, yeah, what are you doing building a coffee shop that doesn't fit with your fortress build? And I would say right back to you, well, what am I doing building a train station that also does not fit with my fortress build? Either of the train stations that I'm building. Fortresses do not have trains. You do it like, you know, like Morbo does it. Fortresses do not have trains! Good night! God, Futurama is so great. But yeah, if you remember, my old fortress had a train station. The new fortress not only has this mini station here that hooks up to the purple line, but it's going to have a huge, the grand terminal that this line's going to go to, this spur, is going to be monstrous. It's going to be huge when I'm done with it. And, you know, these are things that I would say don't really belong in a fortress, but they're going to be there because I want them to be. And it's going to be perhaps a little anachronistic, but I don't care. I really don't care. I'm building them because I want to build them. So let's see. There's my sticks. Let me grab my iron. Oh, by the way, I made new gear, so I'm not pantsless anymore. There we go. So yeah, this is going to be just a small coffee shop. I think I have I'll maybe make this one more in as far as how deep it's going to be. It's not going to be very deep. So basically it comes into here on this side, and then like this is 4, so yeah, I'll make this 4 deep as well. There we go. So this will kind of be our coffee shop area. It'll just be a small coffee shop, maybe with a small bar that you could hop up to for your coffee. Maybe even sell sandwiches, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But the idea here is just to kind of give this station a little bit of a lively, lived-in feeling. So I wanted to do that, but I didn't want it to be a pub. I had originally thought I would make a pub, but I've already done 2 pubs. I have one on the VBFS, and I have one on... Excuse me. Get a drink of water here. There we go. Nice, refreshing water. But I have one on the VBFS, and I have one on the original NeoCraft server. That was actually my first pub build, which I later used as the kind of the foundation for the one I built on the VBFS. But you know, I've already done that twice, so that's usually one more time than I would actually ever do something. I tend to make my builds unique. I try to do different things to kind of keep me mentally focused and interested in the game. But yeah, it's going to be a coffee shop, so this will be a slightly different setup than having a bar and whatnot. It'll probably look a little similar, but it's going to be a little more compact as well. I won't have to build a roof, so that's an advantage because it won't be outside. But yeah, it's going to be a coffee shop in this corner eventually. I don't know when I'm going to start building it. I might need to come up with a good design, figure out what kind of exterior wall stuff I'm going to use. That's the big question right now, is what am I going to use for the walls? I'm not going to use cobble. It's just temporary. But am I going to use clay? Am I going to use, I'm going to use clay like over here. Am I going to use wood like up here? I'm kind of leaning a little bit more toward clay, and for that I would actually have to go out and mine a bunch of clay and put it in the furnace to fire it, get the hardened clay, and then get the hardened stained clay, and I have to figure out what color I want to do it with. It's gonna take me a while to figure that out. Not like months, but more than just the end of this episode. But actually, I think this is a pretty good spot to end it. We got our train station entrance done. It's a very interesting entrance. Little tower. Built in a completely different style than the ones we're using in our fortress, actual Katzegard fortress walls. And then this down here is kind of a hot mess right now, but I'm pretty sure we'll clean it up. I might get a hold of Fuchs and work with, well, he was on earlier, but I might get actually a hold of him. Is he on right now? He's on right now. So maybe I'll get a hold of him after I finish recording, and we'll figure out what we want to do with the train station stuff, because it might take me a little bit of time to get that all planned out, and I might need his help as well. So with that, I would like to say thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope this one is a little bit more exciting. I think it was a little bit more exciting than the one I did before. I fought zombies, I got killed by zombies, we met a new person, there's a baby zombie chasing me again. Holy crap, he's fast. And we got a lot of work done, so I feel satisfied. I hope you do too. And as always, I would say good luck, good mining, have fun. I will see you guys next time on NeoCraft, and for now I'm just gonna run away and hide in my little hole. Haha, you can't get me.